June is almost here, and we're going to have a look at what's going to be revealed in love, life, and alignment. So, Spirit, for the viewer, may we please have a look at the upcoming month of June. We're going to start with having a look at what might be revealed in love for the viewer, please. What do we need to know about the month of June? And what is going to be revealed in love? We have got the Hermit. And then let's have a look at what is coming into alignment in life for the viewer within June. Take this one here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And what is your soul activating right now for pile number 3? Spirit, for the viewer. What is the viewer activating? We have got the Nine of Swords. The combination that we're seeing is suggesting that June arrives like a quiet storm, very gentle in its whisper and very powerful in its undertow. These 3 cards here together, they speak of a collective turning inward. And this is a time of soul reckoning, emotional harvest, and mental release. So within this month, you're going to be asked to step into stillness, not as a pause, but as a portal, which is very interesting because we do have the 6-6 portal that is coming up. And these cards, they're suggesting that there is something very deeper that is surfacing, and June wants you to listen, to tend, and to heal what's been buried, or waited for, or wrestled with in the silence. So this reading, it's going to be for those who are those quietly brave, the ones who've really done the inner work in the dark, unsure if it would ever going to bloom. So if you've been healing alone, or if you've been waiting on signs that your soul work is paying off, or you've been silently battling anxieties or doubts or emotional loops that seem to steal your sleep, then this reading could be for you. Let's look at love within June, showing up here as the Hermit. And this card, it arrives as a testament of your earned wisdom. We can see that there is this Hermit, and they are standing on the top of the mountain, overlooking all of the other mountain ranges, and even they are above the clouds. And the Hermit, it doesn't stand atop of the mountain by accident. They climbed it, step by weary step, and guided only by their inner light. And now from this higher vantage point, they don't just see the path, they are the path that others follow. And they're not hiding, they are holding space. We can see that there is this lantern, and this is no longer for themselves. It is really for those that are still making this ascent. So this is leadership through integrity and through presence and through quiet knowing. To me, the Hermit card has always had this Gandalf-like energy. Not only ancient and wise, but also fiercely protective. The kind that really draws a line in the sand and declares, this version of me no longer entertains what drained me. And so it is saying that you are standing on this edge of a new summit, and even above the clouds. A symbol of your internal mastery is finally catching up with your external reality. And in love, this card really reflects a version of you that refuses to settle. You're not seeking companionship from a place of lack. You are inviting it from a place of illumined strength. You have become the lighthouse, not the lifeboat. And anyone who tries to come in and drain your energy, they shall not pass. Of course, just a reminder that this is a collective reading, so not every message will be meant for you. So always trust your intuition as your final guide. And if you are craving something more personal, I have a few beautiful offerings open right now, including a special $55 written reading for the upcoming 6-6 portal, where you can ask 3 of your own questions and receive deep, clear insight. Same-day readings and emergency readings are now reopened as well, and you'll find the link to all of these within my bio. We then have this Seven of Pentacles that is talking about what is coming into alignment within your life right now. Now within this deck they call it the Seven of Stars. And this is a card that captures a very sacred moment of nurturing and patience and devotion to long-term growth. We can see that there is this beautiful figure that is watering a young tree beneath this larger one, heavy with these glowing stars. It's a visual echo of the rewards that come after committed care and trust in divine timing. The stars that we're seeing, these represent the fruits of spiritual and emotional labor, not just material reward, but the blossoms of deep wisdom and alignment and love. And these stars also might signify wishes that are coming true, but only through this consistent effort and faith. Some of the features on this card that I've really noticed are the halo and the girdle. And we can see that there's this radiant circle, and that really marks her as someone who is spiritually awakened. In this halo, it's not about perfection, but it is about perspective. So not only is this about being in alignment mentally, this is about physically taking action towards your dreams and your goals. And then we see this little girdle here. So girdles, they're ancient symbols of readiness and focus and energetic protection. And in this context, the girdle really suggests that you are not leaking your energy. You've really drawn your power in, and you're grounded in your values, and you are choosing what to nourish, and you're not scattering yourself. So this is a very powerful indicator that you're really growing from wisdom now, not wounding, just as we saw within this Hermit card. So in regards to love, this might show up as very slow, steady progress in a connection that maybe you've invested in, or the beginning of something new that needs patience and trust to flourish. On your soul path, you're really being shown that the care and the boundaries and the inner work that you've committed to are paying off, even if it's quite subtle. So June is going to bring visible signs that your path is aligning, like green shoots after a long winter. And then pile number 3, we were asking what is activating right now. And we can see this 9 of crystals that is also known as the 9 of swords. Traditionally, the 9 of Swords is talking about inner conflict or some sort of moral dilemma that might surface in June, especially in relation to love, identity, and the soul path. So the 9 of Swords, also, like I say, mentioned as the 9 of Crystals, it reveals that June might bring up some difficult emotions that you've maybe tried to suppress or avoid, and these could include guilt or regret, or the fear of making a wrong decision. The imagery on this card is actually very powerful. We can see that there is a woman weeping, surrounded by these stormy purple clouds. She's holding this one crystal quite close to her, almost as if she is about to pierce herself with it. And this really speaks to the way that our thoughts can sometimes become weapons, especially when we internalize pain or shame. And this purple here really suggests that this deep third eye and crown chakra activation, meaning that this pain may actually be part of your spiritual awakening or expansion. So you might be facing some sort of moral crossroads in June, and there'll be this choice of what's expected of you and what your soul truly longs for. And this 9 of Crystals, it reminds you that while this process is painful, it's also sacred, and you are shedding illusions, and that clarity will empower you to move forward with integrity. So June, it might stir up some emotions and some tough choices, but it also holds this potential for liberation and clarity and emotional truth. If you stay present and gentle with yourself, then this month can really mark the beginning of a life that feels far more aligned with your soul's deepest knowing. So in summary, what we're seeing is that June really invites you to rise in wisdom and to plant with purpose and to choose your truth even when it shakes you. Now, these beautiful cards, and once again all of the readings that I have available, you can find within the link in my bio.